Have you ever noticed how just one comment, one look, one tone of voice can completely ruin your day? I'll be real with you. Once, a coworker made a sarcastic joke about me in front of everyone. It wasn't clever, it wasn't even funny, but I carried it with me all day. On the train ride home, in the shower that night, lying in bed, I replayed it in my head, like a broken record. And the truth is that one sentence had moved in, rent-free, inside my mind. Now tell me, how many times has this happened to you? How many times have you given away your peace to someone who didn't even deserve it? But here's the bigger question. What if you didn't have to live like that? What if you could walk through the world nutty-dirty, untouchable? What if no word, no look, no disrespect could shake your peace? Here's the truth. Nobody can steal your calm unless you hand it to them. And this isn't just motivational fluff. This is Stoic wisdom, tested in war, betrayal, and chaos. Marcus Aurelius faced invasions. Epictetus lived his life as a slave. Seneca was exiled and nearly executed. Yet they walked through storms, calm, centered, unshaken. And so can you. The Stoics' inner power. Think about the last time someone's tone ruined your mood. Did you feel in control, or did it feel like they had the remote control to your emotions? Marcus Aurelius, emperor of Rome, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Most people, they're emotional slaves. A raised eyebrow sends them spiraling. A silent treatment offends them. Every little push makes them react. But the Stoics, they built something stronger, an inner fortress. Inside that fortress, you don't flinch, you don't beg, you don't chase. You decide what enters your mind and what gets shut out. Because anger is fire. And fire doesn't just burn your enemy, it burns the hand that lights it. So let me ask you, how many times this week have you let someone else hold the match? The gap between trigger and response. Epictetus gave us the master key. He said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." And in that tiny gap between the trigger and your response lives your superpower. Here's a story. My father once said something sharp to me in a moment of anger. Old me, I would have raised my voice, argued, tried to win the fight. But that day, I paused. I looked at him, and I realized he wasn't attacking me. He was carrying his own pain. So, instead of reacting, I chose silence. I chose patience. And you know what happened? The fight never came. The fire never started. That's emotional control. Because silence isn't weakness. Silence is control. The angry mind is loud, but the wise mind waits. So let me ask you, how many arguments in your life are just pain meeting pain? How many battles could vanish if you simply chose not to fight? Our biggest mistake and how to transform it. Seneca once said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." And he was right. How many nights have you lain awake, replaying insults that no one else even remembers? How many hours have you wasted, bleeding energy into shadows that don't even exist? You're not tired because life is too hard. You're tired because you keep pouring energy into battles that don't deserve you. Here's a scene you probably know well. You walk into work. Someone throws a jab across the room. Old you, jaw tightens, heart races. You fire back, and boom, you've lost the day. But the new you, the stoic you smile, you keep walking. You don't break stride. That's real dominance. Protect your energy like it's gold, because it is. Stillness is not passivity. Stillness is power. And a Stoic doesn't suppress emotion. They transform it. An insult becomes insight. An attack becomes awareness. Walking away? That's not losing. That's winning on your terms. So be honest with yourself. How much of your exhaustion comes from battles that never even mattered? Strategies for mastery. Here's the truth. If someone can pull you out of character, they're still writing your script. Hold the pen. Write your own story. Choose silence, not because you have nothing to say, but because you've already chosen victory. You weren't born to carry the noise of broken people. You weren't designed to let every whisper, every stare, land inside your chest. Your peace is your responsibility. So here's my challenge for you. For the next 3 days, when you're tempted to react, pause. When you're provoked, smile. When they expect rage, give them stillness. And then, watch their power over you vanish, like smoke in the wind. People will always test you, with words, with whispers, with looks. They'll think they can wound you. But now you know, silence isn't retreat. Silence is your sharpest weapon. Every day you face a choice. Hand over your peace, or protect it like gold. And when you choose the second option, you'll realize stillness isn't losing. It's winning, in a way most people will never understand. So next time someone tries to get under your skin, don't let them in. Don't argue. Don't shrink. Just let your calm speak louder than their storm. Because in the end, your silence is not weakness. Your silence is your dominance. And that is how the real ones win. Try the 3-day silence challenge this week. And when you do, share your story in the comments. I'd love to hear how choosing peace changed your day.